Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us on this call, this special call today, where we're talking about possibilities. And right now, as we're coming out of COVID-19, there's so many possibilities. Some of us are going to come out of this writing books. Some of us are going to come out of this being new mothers and fathers. Some of us are going to come out of this with just a new awakening, getting new jobs, doing new things. And so just be open to the possibilities. You know, have you thought about, since we've been in this situation with COVID-19, that maybe you might have missed a chance to travel? Have you thought about, wow, maybe I should have taken that trip last year to Greece because now I don't know when I'm going to go. Maybe I should have had the opportunity to go to Italy. Maybe I should have had an opportunity, maybe I should have taken that opportunity when I had it to, go to Africa, visit the motherland. Well, I believe that all of that will happen, but at least right now, we have an opportunity to dream and plan and begin to put things in place so when we do have that opportunity, we can take advantage of it. I actually have my dream list and the 30 top places to travel, and I'd love to share it with you. Let's take a look at that, because this will give you some ideas of some things that some places you can possibly go, some things you could possibly see, and some experiences that you can put on your bucket list. But there you are, ladies and gentlemen. There you are. Did you, if you're like me, then I know you saw some places that you wanted to go, and you probably saw some places that you've been. I know Nick and I have had the opportunity to visit not Amalfi Coast, but Brazil. We didn't get a chance to go to Rio de Janeiro, but we did get the opportunity to visit Brazil. Greece was on my bucket list. We've had the opportunity to visit the Caribbean. So, various places. Machu Picchu is on my bucket list. And so, did you see anything that were on your bucket list by show of hands? Did anybody see in any of those locations anything that was on your bucket list? Anybody? Nobody? Absolutely. I know I did. Well, so when we look at things like that, we know that we have the opportunity to dream again, and the world will open up, but it will not be the same. We can't go back to the same things that we were used to, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to live. We're not going to thrive. We're not going to be successful. We're not going to travel. We just might have to travel a little differently. We may have some great stories that we tell our grandchildren of the times when we would travel and we didn't have to wear masks, or we didn't have to wear gloves. I'm pretty sure that they're going to create various products, various vaccines that maybe we'll have to take before we visit other countries. And so we will be able to tell our children and grandchildren about the times when that wasn't necessary. When we lived through this coronavirus, just imagine some of the things that we will be able to share. We'll be like our parents when they tell us about the times without a television and everybody would circle around the radio. We're like, what? And we'll be like our parents when they tell us that the times without washing machines, when they would wash things on hands and hang them on the line. And we're like, okay, so you didn't have a washer and dryer. We'll be like our parents when they talk about microwave. We never had a microwave oven. Oh no, we'd cook and we'd eat that and then we'd cook again, or grandmama or mama would make 3 meals a day. And so the microwave was something that started its own thing. Nobody really had a microwavable something that you could just pop in the microwave and actually eat in about 5 or 10 minutes. No. So now we have risen to that level of experience where we'll be able to say, hey, life before the coronavirus. And this is how, is just changed. And everything is still going to open up and we're going to live and thrive. But guess what? It'll be different. And we'll have an opportunity to talk about that. One of the differences that we get to experience is travel, which is why we have to continue to dream. We have to continue to want to see the world. But guess what? We are going to be in a position where we have to do it differently. And so now we're in a great, great, great time to develop a travel entity or a travel network that could take all of us to the next level. For instance, when we come out of this, can you imagine all of the products that are going to think about some of the products that are already being introduced, some of the hand sanitizers, some of the masks, some of the things that we've been introduced recently, even some of the vitamins, vitamin C, different things to be healthy have all come about and gained popularity because of the coronavirus. So we know it's going to change. And for those of us who are passionate about travel, passionate about seeing the world, and now because of the coronavirus, you might be like me that thought about some places to go and put them on the back burner. Oh, I'll go next year, or I'll go next year. Oh, I won't do this time. And now I'm thinking, wow, I'll never get to experience that that culture the way that I could have experienced it before the coronavirus. I'm pretty sure that some of the exhibits may be closed, or they're going to be different specifications for things. Just think, things are going to be different, but we also have an opportunity to change our mindset and to embrace what's coming and to look forward instead of looking back, making sure we're looking forward to what's available to us and the possibilities. This is an opportunity to open our mind to the possibilities of what is available to us. And in doing so, we know that it's time for something new. We know that we have to get in the mindset of creating new experiences and new technology and new ways of doing things. But what we're finding is that as we advance towards something new, we still have to acknowledge the old. Cleanliness is something that has been talked about for years. There's always been disinfectants. There's always been vaccines. But washing our hands, we've always been told to wash our hands. We've always been told to cover our mouths when we cough and when we sneeze. We've always been told to be aware of our surroundings and to respect people's personal space. So now, because of coronavirus, we're in a position where we have to respect others' personal space, where we have to cover our mouths when we cough or sneeze, where we have to dispose of blowing when someone blows their nose, dispose of those things properly. So it really is a mindset change for a lot of people, but for some of us, that was the way we grew up. So although for some it's new, for some of us it's old, and maybe there's a new way of doing things. Maybe there's new disinfectants, maybe there's new sprays, maybe there's new vitamins or that kind of stuff, but it really just builds on that same old terminology and what we know, the same old practices of what we know. So although it's time for something new, we can't just forget everything that we know. We've got to bring that with us and build on it, which is why this presentation is so important. You see, in any business, no one can guarantee your success except you. And so imagine the possibility of you having your own home-based business, creating your own source of income, being able to truly work from home and not be laid off, being able to truly work from home and build your clientele, build your skills, being able to take classes online. Think about it. That's what we're doing now. We are operating in our homes. And so can you imagine what that's going to do with people that have retail space? Can you imagine what that's going to do in terms of saving for so many companies? Just imagine, because now it's time for something new, but we're really just going to be building on what we already know. Because as you know, the world as we know it has changed. We've been talking about that. And so do you have a plan for this new world? Have you thought about it? Have you thought about how you're going to have that career advancement, or how you're going to change career in these times? Have you thought about how you're going to do things differently? Now I'm not sure if children are going to be riding school buses. How are you going to get your kids to school so that they are not exposed to this virus? How are you going to maintain? What are you going to do differently in your household? And what about when company comes? Are you now going to say, hey, I'm not allowing any company, or will they have to show a badge that they have had the coronavirus vaccine once they get it? Will they have to show that before they come into your home? Will you now be a home? Some of us don't make people take their shoes off before they come into our home. Well, now I'm really thinking about it. I'm thinking, you know what? I think I am going to begin to change that. That's one of my plans for this new world, to incorporate that in my home, taking your shoes off. I'm not bringing the outside in. That's one thing that's so important. So do you mind if we explore an option in terms of maybe career development or being able to think differently about some of the things that you do. So right now, I just want you to think about, do you know anybody that's unemployed, but they might be a little uncertain about their future? Or maybe you might know someone who's working from home. I know I am. Do you know someone that's employed, but maybe they're making less money than before? Maybe their company is saying, hey, we can work from home, but we can't get you the same amount of hours. Or maybe the customer, maybe their client or whether it has kicked back or had to, rearrange some things. Do you know anybody who's been terminated or unemployed, lost their income because the store has shut down or their business has had to shut down due to this? Or maybe you are in one of those categories. Are you? Well, I know, like I said, I can raise my hand and say that I'm working from home. And I'm finding that I'm working even more hours and it's even more stressful than it was when I was going into the office. I find that, it's just a different environment, showing up on time, more meetings, more Zoom meetings like this, more conference calls, definitely more conference calls, more. And it is funny too, because a lot of people aren't ready for this technology. They're not ready for life with conference calls. But get this, what if you could replace your income and never have someone else decide if your job is essential? Let me let you sink that in. Because at first, when the agency that I work for deemed all of us essential because of what we do. But when they came out, when the county and the states began to announce that only essential workers could be on the road, they gave us passes so that we could get through if we needed to go to the office. Now, luckily, most of my stuff, I have my laptop here, so I could access most of my files from here. But for those people who had to go into the office, some of them were stopped. And some of them were questioned, and some of them had to show their paperwork. For those people who had to go on base, some of them were stopped, and they had to show their paperwork before they were allowed to come on base. So imagine living in that. It kind of reminds me of a military state and some of the movies that we may have seen. Imagine that now well, not imagine, but now that's our reality. How are you going to handle that? What if you could earn additional income to enjoy a better life, or even replace the income you just lost? Be able to say, I'm deciding to move on and do things my way, live life my way. What if you could make that decision? What if you could just say, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to depend on me. I'm going to bet on me. What if you could work from home and possibly even make more than you previously did or you do now? How significant would that be? That after the coronavirus, you come out ahead. You come out making more. Your friends and family are like, wait a minute, how did you lose your job, get laid off during the coronavirus, and now you're happier and doing more? You're driving a new car, you're moving, your children, taking your children and put them in a better school. Now you're talking about life. You just now you went from struggling to thriving, and you're happy. Can you imagine everybody looking at you and saying, how did you do it? Well, it's possible when you start a home-based business and you learn to depend on you. This is the best time ever to build this type of network, because you align yourself with a company with a proven track record, and you can actually earn thousands right now. In the last 8 or 9 weeks that we've been through this, how much have you earned through a home-based business? Not how much have you earned through your job, but have you earned anything through a business, something that's yours, something on the side, something that you manage and control? So you can make thousands right now, and you can even do it part-time. You don't have to quit your job. We're not asking you to do that. That's totally up to you. But if you're in that position where you're imagining the possibilities, imagine what you could create. See, Our founders of this company have a proven track record. They've gone through hard times. They've gone through some tough situations, but guess what? They've been able to help thousands. Just like you and me earn significant income. They've built successful businesses when we were going through 9/11, the Great Recession, and guess what? They paid out more than 50,000 $1,000 bonuses, over 600 $10,000 bonuses, and over six $1 million bonus. In fact, they produce over $201 million earners. So to me, that is a sign of success. Not necessarily what you do, but what you've helped others to do. Imagine if you could help others create that kind of lifestyle for themselves. Imagine if someone were to say to you, thank you for speaking to me after the coronavirus. Because of that, I was able to put my children through college. Because of what you taught me, I was able to pay the medical fees for my mom. Because of what you've taught me, I was able to help my family members get one of our family members out of the morgue in New York and prepare proper burial. Imagine if you were the single person that they came back to and said, thank you. Thank you for introducing me to something that could change my life. What if you were truly an agent of change and you could take somebody and show them how they could use the effort, things that they already know, people that they already know, you know, their people skills, their things that, you know, their business skills, their personalities, and turn their situation around. You see, Warren Buffett, which is one of the richest people in the world, thinks the things you like to do should be a hobby, but the things the world does should be a business. So what do you like to do? Do you like, you know, do you like sitting around watching TV? Well, you can't turn that into a business. Do you like baking cookies? Yeah, you can bake cookies, but do you want to bake cookies all day? Do you have a commercial oven? Can you sell those cookies? Of course you can. But do you know how many cookies you have to bake before you really begin to see a profit? Maybe you like baking cakes. A friend of mine wanted to start a cake baking business. And when we started looking at the number of cakes she wanted to bake before she could start to see a profit, and before she could even pay for a commercial space, it just got overwhelming. And she came to a point where we just, as we were looking at the numbers, I said, at some point, you're going to have to make the decision to leave your job to be able to sustain this, or you need to hire more people. And so what she realized is that she didn't have the savings. She didn't have the savings to get the commercial space. She didn't have the savings to hire anybody to work, and she needed to work to sustain herself. So how many people do you know have started businesses that wiped out their savings, that now they had to kind of put some other things on hold, who put everything, their blood, sweat, and tears and resources into a business that failed? Well, what if we could show you a way that you didn't have to do that? See, travel has been the world's largest industry for decades. It's actually essential to the world economy. You have to do some travel. So many countries' economies are built on travel and tourism. In fact, so a group of us just actually went to Bali, and they were sad when some of our partners left, because they said our economy is based on travel and tourism. So they are suffering during this coronavirus. Do you know anybody else like that? You know, think about when this is over. When this is over, it's already started. Have you seen the advertisements for the cruises? Have you seen the advertisements for the flights? Did you see the article the other day where there was a flight and people were mad because they didn't practice social distancing? They had everybody sitting together, and they were upset. But you know, some people had on masks and some didn't. And so it's confusing. And I'm pretty sure because of this, there are going to be some guidelines. There are going to be some mandates for social distancing. But that airline was trying to make up the revenue that they had lost for weeks. So the flight was packed. And you know, although social distancing was not exercised, I did not see one free seat That's right. Nobody gave up their seat. Nobody said, you know what? This is unacceptable. I'll just take another flight. No, the flight was packed and they flew. So you can blame the airlines, but you also have to blame the parents, the passengers as well, because none of them thought enough of themselves to say, you know what? I'm not going to take this flight because I'm putting myself and my family in jeopardy. See? But there will be a time when all these canceled vacations are going to be rescheduled. The weekend getaways are going to be considered open and ready. They're going to be family vacations. They're going to be resorts and cruises all over again. And guess what? Billions of dollars will be made for those people who are in position. Think about it. Think about the people who knew that the television was going to be launched. Do you realize that the people who were in position and got their networks together, started building camera equipment, everything to get ready for this launch, made the money? Think about the things that we've actually had an opportunity to see in our lifetime. Just like when you're trading stocks, those people, that's why it's mandated, because people who know what the stock is going to do can position themselves to make a lot of money when the change happens. So we know that travel is going to change and the world will open again. But those people who are in position when that change happens are going to be those people who benefit. So do you want to be in position to to become a billionaire? Well, you want to get your share. Our travel site allows you to make money 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, based on your relationships, based on the people that you know and some that you don't know. Travel is the industry's we have the industry's most successful host agency that's fully accredited. We've already generated over $3 billion in travel sales and paid over $250 million to our agents. We give you a website that looks just like this, that you can give away to your friends and family. Be like Priceline, Travelocity, it's Expedia. Give it away to as many people as you know. And then when they book their travel on your website, they save money and you make money. How cool is that? See, it's free access, but it's the same hotels, cruises, and car rentals. So it's not like off-brand. If you like staying at the Ritz-Carlton, you can find the Ritz-Carlton on the Vortex. If you like staying at the Hilton or the Hyatt, you can find those on the Vortex. If you do your rental cars through Enterprise, you can find Enterprise on the Vortex. If you like flying with Delta, you can find Delta on the Vortex. So you don't have to compromise anything. Your clients don't have to compromise anything. You just give them a website, a link that taps you in, that now you're in position and it taps you into the biggest industry in the world. They save money, you make money, and you get to have an additional revenue stream. Now you decide if this is something that you want to do part-time or full-time, or it might be something that right now you might want to do part-time, and then when you retire, build it into a full-time revenue stream. Or it might be something when you say, hey, I don't want to go back to the office and be around those nasty people. I want to work from home. I want my peace of mind. I want to fire my boss. I'm ready to live life on my own terms. Well, you can make a sizable income if you are trained and if you plan accordingly, and by having a host agency. Imagine you can actually book those group trips for your family, your friends, any organization that you're with. You can even become a destination wedding specialist. Or, you know what? Maybe you're passionate about flying. Maybe you want to tap into people who want to get their pilot's license and pick little places that you can fly to. Maybe you might be a golfer and you have a collection of friends that love to golf, and maybe you want to visit various golf locations. You want to put together golf outings. Maybe you're a person who smokes cigars like my husband, and you want to put together people who love to smoke cigars, different locations. You know, we even have homes that, you know, if you're a part of a women's group or a women's network and you're going to plan the retreat anyway, imagine planning that retreat on a beautiful vacation home that sleeps 20 people, and you're right there by the ocean. You can meditate in the morning. Imagine you can do your classes, and you can have wellness seminars. Maybe you can make those nice little fruity drinks, or maybe you can even have a seminar about cooking well, or maybe you might invite older women and talk about some of the things that women go through, you know, menopause, some of the health issues, some of the, you know, mental clarity, some of the things that really people would like to get away and be able to be around like-minded people to get some solutions. See, are you an agent of change? Would you do that for you, or what could you do for someone else? See, that's the thinking. What can you offer to the world? I believe that everyone has something that they can offer, and this platform gives you an opportunity to tap into that. Not only that, but if you're passionate about travel, you get to travel for free. That's right. Wouldn't you like to earn a free vacation? Save your money. Go away for free. And then be welcomed with open arms. Hey, how are you? We're so glad you're here. We've already prepared the best room for you. We want you to taste this, taste the cuisine. Hey, what kind of wine do you like? We want to make sure that we give you the wine that you like. We want to make sure that you really enjoy yourself. And we want to make sure that this is the best experience that you've ever had, where people are bending over backwards to make sure that you're happy. Isn't that the kind of experience you want to have? Well, that's the kind of experience that we create, because they know that if you'll have a good time, you give them a good referral, and you'll probably bring people back to have a good time as well. So just think about the possibilities. See, we give you industry credentials and all kinds of perks and benefits, like discounts on thousands of restaurants, wholesale travel pricing. You pay wholesale instead of retail. You save up to 70%. You also save on cruises and car rentals. We give you a vacation ball where you actually earn points to go on vacation for free. Who doesn't like free? I know I do. See, think about this. You may say, well, vacations are kind of trivial right now. Vacations are just something that, you know, we do when the world is not in crisis. No. Vacations are necessary. That's right. They are essential. Did you know annual vacations can reduce heart disease risk? Did you know that annual vacations can increase marital satisfaction? So think about this. If you don't want to get a divorce, go on more vacations. If you're in that area where you think you might have you might have some heart disease, or maybe some your doctors are saying, hey, you need to take it easy, go on vacation. See, vacations contribute to a higher positive emotional level. It combats depression and lower blood pressure. Right now, I don't know if you've been reading, but there's so many people that are going through depression. So many people are having blood pressure issues, distress. Did you know that it lowers stress and boosts the immune system? And right now, that's what we need. You have to boost your immune system. That vitamin C, elderberry juice, all of that stuff is made to boost your immune system so your body can naturally fight off this virus. And vacations are essential in terms of doing that. You can even double your chances of getting a raise or bonus. Can you imagine coming back relaxed and ready to effect change in your organization? See, so when you think about that, you never want to miss another vacation. In fact, our company actually gives you an opportunity to take a 7-night vacation reward at the destination of your choice. That's right. After a year, you get a 7-night vacation. Look at this, 135 locations in North America and the Caribbean, 23 locations in Central and South America, 44 destinations in Europe, 26 in Asia, Africa, and South Pacific. And guess what? There's no sales required, no customers, no commission is required. You know, usually you have to earn a 7-night vacation from a company. No, just become a part of our network, stick and stay, and you get that 7-night annual vacation. So just remain for 12 consecutive months, and you can look forward to visiting over 3,000 worldwide resorts. I mean, would you want to take the kids to Orlando, Florida? What about Rio de Janeiro? What about Las Vegas? When it opens up, these places are going to be flooded, and you're going to see the prices go sky high. Why? Because they've got to make up that revenue. All the revenue that the coronavirus took, now they got to make it up, and they know that people are waiting. People can't wait to go somewhere, to get away, to just clear their mind, to just relieve some stress. So are you going to be in a position to take advantage of that? Because when you send someone to a resort, that resort pays you a commission. When you send someone to that nice destination, you get money for that. So do you want to be in position to take advantage of this tsunami, to make big time money? Well, you don't even have to wait until it opens up, because you can actually begin communicating our platform and begin making money right now. I'm talking about tonight. So even if you don't have a whole lot of travel bookings, even if you saying, hey, you know what, I'm not sure people are ready to travel right now. Guess what? When you share our opportunity with people that you know, and you don't have to explain it on your own, we have experienced trainers to help you every step of the way. You get the opportunity to earn while you learn. Imagine that. As you're learning this business, you're actually earning money as well. See, for each person who partners with you, who actually joins your network, you actually earn $30. And you earn $142.84 in deferred compensation. That's right. It's in a vault that's just waiting for you. You get $10 a month in residual income. And after only 3 sales, guess what? You're actually promoted, and now you actually earn $90 for each person. And once after only 3 sales, you will have earned $90, and now you will have earned $428.52 in deferred compensation. Now let me show you how that works, because you still earn that $30 monthly residual income as well, plus you're promoted to team builder. So let's go back through this. When someone joins your network, the company is going to pay you $30, and they're going to put $142.84 aside. Plus, you get a $10 monthly residual income. After 3, that $30, 30 times 3, you would now have $90, and you have $428.52 in deferred income put aside. Plus, you still get your $30 monthly residual income, because you get $10 monthly residual per person. So now you've got you've made $120 cash after 3 sales, and you've got $428 in your bank account. So plus you've just been promoted. So now that you know the system, and you've actually enrolled 3 in your network, guess what? Now you're the trainer. And for each person you help, the person in your network actually enroll, you actually earn $20 as well. That doesn't take away from the 30 that they earn, but you actually earn 20 for being the trainer. And so these aren't personal sales. These are sales that you're just really helping your network, the people in your network expand and earn money as well. So now you get that $142.84 deferred compensation per sale, whether you actually made the personal sale or a person in your network made that sale. That deferred comp is paid when it reaches $1,000. So what that means is that it's put into your account, and when you accumulate $1,000, boom, you get a check for $1,000. So now, so we know that with 3 sales, you've already earned $424 in your deferred compensation plan. Well, guess what? With only 7 sales, that's right, with only 4 more sales, you reach that $1,000 bonus. So let's take a look at how fast you can do this. Begin with just one person. Help them complete their training by making their 3 sales. That's right. And then when you do that, think about 1 plus 3 plus 9 plus 27 plus 81 equals 121. So let me show you how that works. You get $20 override per sale. You get 17 $1,000 bonuses. Wait a minute. Sorry about that. There you go. Help them complete the training by making just 3 sales. Then help those 3 make 3 training sales. Then train those 9 people by making 3 and do the same with these 27. So you're helping everyone get their 3. And remember, you're helping them complete their training so that they know the ropes. They know how to do this thing. So it's not where you have to continue to train. You want to train the trainer. Help them to train somebody else. So now you train them, they take what they learn and they train somebody else. They take what they learn and they train somebody else. But check out what you can make. So 121 total team builder group sales actually earns at least a $10,000 bonus. So remember we were saying you get 1, then help them to get 3, and help that 3 get 3 to get 9. Help that 9 get 3 and you're at 27, and help that 27 enroll 3 to get 81, and help the 81 get 3 and you have 121. So that's $20 override per sale. Think about this, $20 override per sale. So that means that equates to 17 $1,000 bonus. So that's $17,000. How long will it take you to earn an extra $17,000 at your job? And then you get a bonus for at 100 active members. So now you get a $10,000 bonus. And so your total compensation, think about this now, your total compensation is now over $29,000. With the override, about $2,400, the $17,000, the $10,000, you've made $29,000. Now, all you have to decide to do is how fast you want to do it. How fast do you want to see that $30,000 in your bank account? How fast do you need to do that? When is the tuition due? When does the hospital bill need to be paid? When do you have to plan that funeral? When do you have to get the roof done? When do you have to get the car fixed? When do you have to do some things, pay off that bill? How quickly would you love to pay off the credit card bill? Did you have to use your credit card for your mortgage? Did you have to use your credit card to pay some other major bill because maybe you were laid off? You see, your circumstances are going to determine how quickly you generate income in this business, because we know that people don't act because of circumstances. They act because of their why. Because circumstances happen all the time, but how your circumstances affect your why. Is your why your children? Is your why your parents? Is your why your household? Is your why, what is it that it affects at your core? You know, because some people, they may not have money, but they're happy they have their family. So money is not their why. We know that their why might be their child that's sick and is in the hospital, and they've got to do something. You see, our mentor and director, her mother is ill right now, and the cost of her medicine was $40,000, and she paid it. That's how valuable her mother was to her. She wrote that check with no hesitation. How many of us can write a $40,000 check to save our mother? She was in position because she did this. She put herself and her family in a better position because of this. So what position do you want to be in? Do you want to be a person of change and be in a position to change the world to make a difference? What if it took 12 months for you to make that $30,000 working part-time? It would be worth it, right? If you had it and you were generating extra income, you could pay a major bill. So we want to launch a 100-day challenge. We want you to connect with your why, figure out what you need and why it's so important with you. And for a limited time, when you earn a $10,000 bonus in your first 100 days, and with just one team builder group sale, our company is going to give you an additional $25,000 bonus. That's right. So that $10,000 turns into $35,000 off the bat in 100 days. Now, can you do that in your job? I know I can. Can you walk away with an extra $35,000 in 100 days? Oh, no, we don't have a bonus plan like that. But now I know I'm in a position where I can. That's over $50,000 in compensation. When you think about the $29,000 that I just showed you about, now you're actually getting an additional $25,000 on top of that. Come on now. 29 plus 25 is what? You can do the math. Over $50,000. And guess what? Not only that, I know a lot of people are not motivated by money. You might say, and the money doesn't move me. What about the recognition? Because a lot of people want to be recognized for the work that they're doing. A lot of people on jobs where nobody ever says thank you. Nobody ever gets a plaque. Nobody ever gets a certificate. Nobody ever says, hey, thank you for staying late. Thank you for doing such a great job on this project. Thank you for working through and making sure we had what we needed so that this meeting would be successful. Are you getting the recognition that you deserve at your job? Well, guess what? When you become a level 1 director with us, you get to wear a prestigious director's blazer, $2 in monthly residual, times the number of people that's in your organization. That could mean thousands of dollars, plus an extra $1,500 to $2,000 per month just because you are a director. At level 2 director, guess what? You get your choice of a Dodge Charger or a Dodge Challenger. You're generating that $2,000 or $4,000 per month. Now you're still wearing the director's blazer and you're still getting that residual income. But get this, as you continue to help one gets three, get three, as you continue to broaden your network, you're going to be promoted to level 3 director. And at level 3 director, you get your choice of driving a Mercedes, a BMW, or a Jag. Which one is best for you? And guess what? Now you're making about $3,000 to $7,000 a month. Now we're getting into that level where you might be considering, I may want to quit my job. I might want to do this full time. Let me see how many people I can help in my lifetime. And as a level 4 director, you get your choice of a Mediterranean vacation or a Rolex watch. It's totally up to you. Maybe, and now you're making about $6,000 to $12,000 per month. Come on now. Do you want to get a Mediterranean vacation? Would you like to actually begin to hang out on your private yacht? Do you want to wear a car on your wrist? That Rolex watch is about as much as a car. So can you imagine that? Or are you stuck in where you are now? Can you not even think about getting a new car because you're stuck where you are not, or you're not even allowing your mind to think that maybe you could deserve it. Maybe you could do it. Maybe you are no different than any of the other directors. Maybe you are the person that our company is waiting for to change the world. Maybe your neighbor is waiting for you to get started, to introduce them to something that now that they can use to pay off their loans. Maybe someone is waiting for you to show them how they can pay their hospital bills. Maybe somebody is waiting for you to show them how they can get away from some of the stress, some of the things that they're going through. Maybe they have their hair is falling out, they're losing weight, they're not sure what in the world is going on, they're jumpy and just an emotional wreck. Maybe they need you to say, hey, let's go away for a couple of days. And you just relax, get some sleep. by the ocean, watch the sunrise and sunset, and just do nothing for a couple of days but relax. See, how many people could you help? If you could really help a lot of people, you could become a level 5 director and have your choice of driving a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, or maybe a 2-door, 4-door Bentley. At that point, you're earning $10,000 to $20,000 per month, and you've helped a lot of people earn success as well. Level 6 director, you actually earn a $1 million bonus, cash, $1 million in terms of on top of all the money that you've already made. Now you earning that lifetime income. Now you're at a whole new level. Now you're a millionaire. $1 million cash. Imagine what that'll do to your bank account. Imagine what that could do for your family. Imagine what that could do for your community. Imagine what that could do for your church. And even that, you're still earning about $18,000 to $35,000 a month. So you don't really have to touch it if you don't want to. Level 7 director, you actually earn $1 million, and you get your choice of a vacation home, a yacht, or a motor coach. You're earning about $30,000 to $50,000 per year. So do you want that $1 million home? Do you want to hang out on a yacht? Do you want that motor coach? What's most important to you? How do you want to live? What are you worth? What are you worth? Because everything around you is based on the decision that you made within the last 5 or 10 years. Where you live, the home you live in, what you drive, your job, what you wear, what you eat, is based on decisions that you make. So if your life is not looking the way you want it to look, you can't blame anybody but yourself. If your children aren't going to the school that you want them to go to, you can't blame anybody but yourself. That was a decision you made. If you see, someone told me this, and this is powerful. You can be born poor. Everybody is born in the circumstances that they're in, but choosing to stay poor is your decision, because we all have opportunities to change our lives, and especially here in the United States. So you can be poor. You can be born into poverty and not an ideal environment. But if you choose to stay in that environment, that is a choice that you made. And so you can't blame anybody else. So I encourage you to get started now in our top package, which is a one-time fee of only $499 and $99.95 per month. Oh, wait a minute. I know you're saying, what? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a business. There are people who invest thousands of dollars to get started in a business, and they pay thousands in overhead. In fact, go to your job and ask them how much their overhead is. Ask them how much their retail space is. Ask them how much it costs them to do business. And you'll understand that this is a drop in the bucket, because, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for people who are entrepreneurs. We're looking for people who are ready to change their lives. I mean, how often can you say, hey, you can invest $499 and have the opportunity to earn thousands, even millions, and change people's lives? I mean, think about that. How many, in fact, anybody that doesn't see the value of this, I just say for $99 a month, that's not the mindset that we're looking for. If you have a problem with $99 per month for a business, then you're not the person that we're looking for. We're looking for entrepreneur-minded people. We're looking for people who know where they're going, know what they do, what they can do, and they know the value. We're not looking for people who are pity-patting through life, or people who don't know where they want to go or what they want to do. People who can't even fathom making $1 million. We're not looking for people who don't want to hang out on a yacht. We're not looking for people who doesn't want to live in the best neighborhoods. We're not looking for people who doesn't want $1 million in their bank account. We're not looking for you if you don't feel that that is you. But we're looking for those people with the mindset, the entrepreneurial mindset, that's ready to change the world, that's ready to change their lives, that's ready to be a different a different person and be a catalyst of change for their neighborhood, for their churches, for their community, for their family, and most importantly, for themselves. We're looking for people who are ready to change their situations. And so if that's you, if I'm speaking to you today, get started. Only $499 one time and $99.95 per month. You know, you can write that off on your taxes. And we actually have a stimulus offers. If you get started right now, that $99.95 per month, you don't pay that for the first 90 days. That's right. So we're rewarding you for taking action. Getting started, I'm not sure how much longer that offer is going to last, but if you get started right now, guess what? You work with us. We'll show you how to earn those $1,000 bonus. We'll show you how you can we'll show you how to get your 3, how to actually talk to people, how to present this, how to position yourself to win. So when you do that, when you get started now, one perk is the $99 per month is waived for your first 90 days. But it still counts towards your annual vacation. So if you've already determined that you want to go somewhere when this pandemic is over, this is the way to do it. Why not decide to take your children to Africa? Why not decide to go to Greece? Why not decide to go to the Caribbean? You know, where is it that you really want to go? And see, our company can actually take you there. You just have to make the decision to start building your network today. We have trainers that's going to show you how to succeed. We have technology and support that you can enhance, that you can access 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You get immediate income, and you actually get tax building, expense tracking. You get all kinds of things as a perk when you join our network. You get training, online training and live training to help you succeed. Everything you need to build your business network for just an additional $20 per month. That's right. So that additional $20 per month really puts you in business. Because now you don't have to hire trainers. You get a back office that spits out reports to tell you exactly what you need to know. You know, you get all the support that you need. So Surge365 can be your plan to build a certain future, get additional income, and make up the income that you might have lost. So what you need to do is simply determine how much you're worth. How much do you want to get paid? And how much do you want to generate? How much will it take to change your situation and change your family's life? So if you have that number in mind, we encourage you to get back with the person who shared this video with you. If I said anything that maybe you'd like some more information about, or maybe you'd like to talk it through, I'd love to give you an opportunity to speak with me, and so that we can really imagine the possibilities, consider the possibilities of where this business platform could take you. I am Annie Dale Brown, all the way from Accokeek, Maryland. And ladies and gentlemen, when I got started, when someone introduced this concept to me, I was very negative and very skeptical. I said, I don't do those things. Mm-mm. I had a frown on my face, and I had my hands crossed. And I said, oh no, I don't do those things. But guess what? My tax advisor said, you need to find something, because your taxes, Uncle Sam is about to eat you up. You need to find a home-based business. So I don't know if you're going to do makeup. I don't know if you're going to wash windows. I don't know if you're going to cut grass. But you need to find something, because Uncle Sam is about to eat you alive. So I had to change my perspective. And although I was looking for something, I'd had several other businesses, and they didn't do well. I didn't do well. And I was just tired of trying and not getting the success that I thought that I deserved. But guess what? I went to a party and had a great time. And then from that party, we got started. And from that, when we got started, we actually did a cruise, invited some of our friends on a cruise. We had an awesome time, but we also came back with a check. And that's when I knew that it worked. And so we began introducing others and building our network and earning those $1,000 bonuses. And right now we're on track to earning a $10,000 bonus. But guess what? I'm not going to stop there. I'm gunning for $1 million bonus. I'm gunning for that directorship. I'm gunning for the lifestyle that I want. I want to change my family's life. I want to be able to tithe to my church. I want to be able to when my nieces call, be able to write that check and fund whatever cause that they need. You know, one of my nieces was born with a liver disease. I want to be there. She's growing up into a fabulous young lady. She's defeating the odds, but I want to be there and I want to be prepared if she should need something in her later years. I want to be that catalyst of change. I want to change my neighborhood. I want to do some things that I want to do. Don't you? What do you want to do? Those are my dreams, goals, and those are my why. My family is my why. My family is why I get up in the morning. My family is why I work so hard. My family is why I keep a smile on my face even when I'm in pain. And because that's my why. What's your why? What are you here for? Who are you going to help? Whose lives are you going to change? Who is going to miss you when you pass? Who is going to say, oh my God, thank you so much for being a part of my life? Are you at home by yourself being selfish? Well, I encourage you, if you have an entrepreneurial mindset, if you have the desire to change your world, change circumstances, and change the lives of those around you, I encourage you to get back with the person who shared this video with you, or get back with me and let us show you how this platform can make all of your dreams come true. Thank you for joining me on this presentation. I am Ann Brown on the line all the way from Accokeek, Maryland. Have a great day and God bless. Bye-bye.